Hey everybody, this is Jyricos, and welcome back to The Messenger. Last time we began our journey. We started off as just a humble little ninja in a village training. Then the demon army attacked and we've been chosen to deliver a scroll all the way to the ends of the earth. Okay, maybe just the mountain off to the east. But now that we're in the Forlorn Temple, let's head in, see if the shopkeep has anything interesting to say to us. He does! Let's find out about the current area. Forlorn Temple, huh? That's a sad one. How so? Haven't paid much attention during history lessons, have you? Adventurer types rarely do. I get it. So, short of it is, that four-headed monster who would have killed you earlier if that cooler-than-you hero hadn't intervened, that's the Demon King. He brought his armies to the human realm many centuries ago and destroyed their stronghold, forcing them to retreat into hiding. And he's been sitting on their throne ever since. You mean this is all that is left of the human legacy? For what it's worth, I'm sorry. No way! I will go and take down that Demon King right now! You wouldn't be the first to try. Well, I can't just stand by while some evil monster gloats over my people's misery. You are still too weak to consider taking on even his second in command. I'm going. I bet you can't even make it to the entrance without falling into the pit. Watch me! Oh, I will. Well, you know what? We're in a new area. Let's see if any stories to share. Of course. Here's one for you. There once was a princess looking for a suitable husband. She sent an invitation to all neighboring princes, stating that the main trait she was looking for was sensitivity. Contenders came and went, attempting to pass her test. You will be my guest tonight, the princess would explain. All I need you to do is sleep on that pile of mattresses. The next morning, she would ask them how their night was. I had the best sleep of my life, each would reply, confident that they had proved they didn't fear the dark or that they could be easy guests. They were all promptly dismissed. One day, an especially sensitive prince reported he couldn't sleep at all. I don't know what was up with that pile of mattresses, he went on. It looked comfortable enough, but when I laid on it, it was like I had a fork stuck in my kidney. They got married the next day. Oh, everyone knows that story. There was a pea underneath the pile, so that someone who's extremely sensitive wouldn't be able to sleep. Yes, but have you ever heard of what happened after? For the first few weeks, everything was amazing. The prince would always complain. Just the guy she asked for. When the soup wasn't too hot, it's the cutlery that was too cold. When the music wasn't too loud, the paintings were uninspired. And when the clothes weren't itchy, the poems were predictable. Until one day, just like that, it dawned on the princess that she was in a toxic relationship. Not only was her husband a drag, she had voluntarily picked him for exactly that reason. It dawned on her just like that, how this whole love story was nothing more than two people whose dysfunctions matched like puzzle pieces. Incredibly humble by regal standards, she realized that she was the only constant in all her problems, delved into personal growth, then got a divorce. She lived happily ever after. The end. I love it! It's so ridiculous! It's so different from usual fables or stories you hear. So we can look at the upgrades, but since we haven't gotten any time shards since the last time we looked at the shop, we don't have anything new we could buy. I could go ahead and buy the HP plus 1. Actually, you know what? I'm going to do that because it only costs 30, and it'll make us just a little more resilient. But next, I'm saving up for the Currents Master. I feel like that's going to be helpful. And yeah, you know what? I think let's go ahead and journey on. And this looks suspicious up here. Can I reach it? Can't quite reach it. Maybe if I jump on this. There we go. You can cling to it. And hey, what is this? It's a big time shard. No, seriously, that's what they're called, big time shards. Break it apart, and we got 65 shards. Also, be lootful and multiply. Also, what is this guy here? Poor guy, left in a cage. So you can go back up here, and it won't respawn. But just keep in mind where big time shards are. They could be useful. Well, you know what? Let's head off to the right. And, uh-oh. Nope, that's it. And we drop into the Catacombs. Seriously, that's all you get of the Forlorn Temple. Oh, hello, little guy. Oh, you scared me. I thought you were an undead. What kind of creature are you? You've never seen a phobican? Phobican? We are a tribe of builders. Technically very hardworking, but every one of us is cursed by a unique fear, which we are named after. What's your name? Necro. Necro. So you fear the dead and somehow ended up in the catacombs? Ironic, isn't it? I fell while trying to repair the temple ruins above, and was instantly paralyzed by all this morbidity. Anyway, thanks for snapping me out of it. I really should get back to work. So yeah, all we had to do to save him was simply show up and snap him out of it. Not bad. You, little bat, can die. Also, this is a crypt. You should expect skeletons to get up and walk at you. You know, just like real life, right? Also, we got some returning enemies. So we're not done with those flamethrowers yet. Beware here of the spikes. Also, be very careful because if you stand on platforms that are going to push you into the ceiling, it can crush you. So just be careful of that. Now here, I don't think... There we go. We need to use this one. And haha, found a secret area. Which gives us some refills. And a big time shard. I'll happily take it so I can get some upgrades. Now, you don't have to look for hidden breakable walls. When a block is breakable, it is always pretty much perfectly evident. Ooh, ow. Like that block that was up on that platform there. You don't have to just randomly swing at walls like a Castlevania game to find hidden secrets. Also, be aware, there are certain areas that you can't grab onto, and they're basically non-flat surfaces. So this here is an example of a breakable brick. They're pretty obvious when they happen. Ooh, hey, a full heal. I'm happy for that. And we get a little bit of a cutscene with a new enemy. Who's this? Whoever they are, they just brought a whole bunch of enemies down upon us. Funny thing is, with these skeletons, they run faster when you're on the same horizontal level with them, even if you're not near him. So you can see, he gets faster there. You can use that to your advantage. Boom! Killed them all, we can get out. Now be very careful, these blocks will instant kill you if they crush you. And the spikes thankfully don't instant kill you, but they do a lot of damage. I want to say 3 points of damage. So you want to definitely avoid them. Hey, falling platforms. Now you can't go back and forth here, and they'll respawn if you ever screw something up with a platform. But let's go ahead and see what the shopkeep has to say about where we are now. Actually, first, let's talk about the Demon King. Hey, how did that epic raid on the Demon King go? Did you manage to save the world and restore your people's honor? It's not fair. The bridge was in shambles. Well, we wouldn't have much of an adventure if you faced off against the big villain right away, now would we? Yeah, you know, he's got a good point. Well, let's go ahead and talk about the catacombs. Hey, you made it to the catacombs. Okay, anything I should know? Not really. It's pretty standard stuff. Skeletons. And bats. Oh, evil wizards too? You bet. A necromancer even took over. Spooky. Cliched. I suggest you get this area out of the way. There are more original ones lined up. Seriously, fourth wall breaking is amazing in this game. So, what do you do here? I study magic. Can you teach me? Not really. Why not? Because you're not ready. Ready for what? For magic! Come on! You just asked. No, but I meant, believe me, learning magic is a lot harder than following a conversation. Well, let's see. Do you have any stories to share? Of course, here's one for you. There once was a poor old lady who had nothing in life save for a small shack and a pear tree. Her name was Madame Misery. Her whole family ate misery, and sometimes there wasn't even enough misery to go around. One day, she was visited by a starving beggar who asked whether she had any food to spare. She didn't, but her heart was as big as her situation was unfortunate. So she served the beggar a few clumps out of the tasteless broth she had simmering, then invited him to help himself to a few bears. The beggar removed his cloak, revealing himself as a deity. He was disguised as a beggar to see whether there was any kindness left in the world. Touched by Madame Misery's generosity, he offered to grant her a wish. Let me guess. She didn't want anything, and it's immoral but living frugally. No, this is good. Let me continue. She mentioned a lot of people were stealing her fruits, which jeopardized her chance to eat every day. Her wish was simple, an enchantment on her pear tree, so they would trap anyone who stole from it until she decided to free them. The divine visitor granted her wish and took his leave. Time went by, and she scolded many thieves, but soon realized that most of them were starving children. She decided to take upon herself to feed and educate them, and soon became the pillar of a thriving new generation. Ever happy and generous, Madame Misery got so old that her face looked like an elephant's knee. And then one day, death came for her. Death, following the protocol, inquired about her last request. "I would like to eat one last pear from my tree," she said. "Would you be kind enough to grab one for me?" Death climbed into the tree to grab a pear, getting trapped in the process. The old lady decided to never let Death out of the trap, and since then, there has been misery in the world. The end. Right? What's the moral? Being selfless justifies being selfish later? Generosity begets misery? I don't know, it's a fairy tale for kids. I just thought the idea of Death trapped in a pear tree was interesting. Yeah, it doesn't have a moral. It's just weird. Alright, but we want to check our upgrades because now we have enough to buy Currents Master. Which, by buying this, we get Losing Weight, Gaining Ground, which is for buying 5 upgrades, and Hope This Phelps for buying the swimming upgrade specifically. Funny that we got those both at the same time. So, Aerobatics Warrior. We'll have to progress further to unlock that, but next we'll probably work on Serendipitous Bodies, which, I mean, these cost 200 each, but we're getting some shards pretty quickly, so shouldn't be too bad. Now here, avoid the little spiky skeleton thing. You can duck under it there, which is nice. And I realize I haven't been quiet to let you listen to the music of the Catacombs yet. Whoop! So I'm going to go up here, grab this, and let you listen. Oh yeah, I love this music. And you'll notice when we got the power seal there, it actually opened a couple of gates, which a lot of the power seal rooms will make it so that once you get the power seal, it's really easy to leave the room. Now, we haven't used the dash move yet, but yeah, there we go. We got a swimming upgrade that makes it just a little bit easier to get around. This little hidden area here doesn't seem to have much except a couple candles, but that's fine. Ow. And dash across. Seriously, that dash move is super helpful. For example, right there. Now be careful here. We've got a spike wall coming at us. Just gotta jump out of the way, and you're fine. Come here, bat. Yeah, I like that we said it's, this is a little bit of an uninspired area, but at the same time, it's kind of, fun, and you kind of need a little bit of a cliched area. Oop. Nothing really here except an enemy and a little bit of magic refill. Now, if we head down here, nothing. Gonna have to drop past these. Good, health refill. Climb quickly. We're still doing pretty good. I'm going to wait a second because... Alright, no, this triggers once you go past. If you don't have the swim upgrade, you need to stop halfway through and jam the jump button to stay at the top. You can use the swimming upgrade to just get past it in one go if you really want to. But it's not that big a deal. Hi, Bat. Bye, Bat. Ow. Was not expecting to quite miss that attack. And here's a little bit of a tricky section. These guys, you can attack them through the wall there if you're angled, but once you're grabbing the wall, you attack outwards. So just be a little careful with them. And of course, they do respawn if they go off screen, so remember that. Ooh, I missed that one. There we go. Nice thing is, the projectiles despawn if you go off screen. Aha, wizard. Hit him once, then it'll stun him. Hit him a second time while stunned to actually kill him. They can be a little annoying if they teleport around to an area that's hard for you to reach. By the way, I don't think... Yeah, your projectiles do not go through walls. So remember that when you're trying to kill an enemy from a distance. Oh, little cutscene. It's that Necromancer again, with a creepy laugh. He spawns a bunch of wizards. So you want to try to focus one at a time. You know what? Drop down here. Got him. Not too bad. Now, an interesting thing is, your shurikens do not damage walls. So breakable walls, you have to hit them with your katana. Oh, you're down here. I'm taking care of you before you become an issue. And okay, we're making good time here. Now here is a perfect spot for your shuriken if you time it just right. So, yep, I did not time it right. So you usually want to use two. One to kill the flame and one immediately after to kill the enemy. But hey, we still managed to get it and didn't have to deal with his flames as we traversed. This looks dangerous. Let's do it. Whoop, nope. You can hang at the top there and, wait it out, but I like kind of running ahead of it. It's not too hard. Perfect. I love the accent of, the cauldron burning in the background there. Seriously, even though this is kind of a cliched area, it's still really pretty. And the music is fun. Oh, wizard. Okay, kill you. Perfect. Another one. I tend to prioritize the wizards just because if you leave them alone, they could suddenly jump, to an area you're not expecting and cause some real grief. Hey, just realized we're over 200 time shards. Next time we hit a shop, we should be able to buy our upgrade. Now, you can use this to just jump straight up, but I like to kind of walk all around, get a good, view of everything. And hey, we got a little something to grab over here. Health refill. Perfect. Be very careful here. Ow! Yep, see, spikes cause 3 damage, so we gotta be very careful. If I hit another one before I get some healing, I am dead. Alright, you... There we go. I'm being very careful here. Ooh, that was almost very, very bad. There we go. I was saying I was being very careful, and then I was very not careful. Oh good, that was magic, which means this should be... Nope, not a health. Ah, but here we go. Perfect. Full heal. And you know what that type of room layout means. Time to chat about the level boss. I believe you've reached the Necromancer's doorstep. Any advice? Very little is known about this villain. Okay, so no advice. Dodging anything that looks like evil magic would be a good start. Wow. Great help. Well, I also recommend looking at my inventory for any useful upgrades. I really appreciate all the support. Look, the Necromancer is a newcomer. All we know for now is that he plans on taking over the world with his undead army. All we know? Sorry, I meant all I know. I'm totally on my own here. Which is funny, because he did mention, you know, the sages of his order earlier. So we've got upgrade options. You'll notice if you go for this one, you can then work towards getting an extra key charge. So you can use one extra shot, and shurikens will pierce one target. Healthy sleeping and eating habits give you more energy to use in combat. So I think, first thing first, serendipitous bodies. And then this one, oh man. Incoming damage of 2 or more will now be reduced by 1. This is a wonderful ability. It also costs 1,000 shards. We may hold off on that one for a bit. But, for now, let's move onward and see about this Necromancer, shall we? There he is. He's been plaguing us this whole way. And with this army of undead, everyone will soon fear the mighty Ruxton. What now? We have a visitor. I don't have time for visitors. Well, he seems to have time for you. Oh, great. Just when you think you get to play with your evil lab. Do I have to remind you who's in charge here? Now, say something threatening, and try not to embarrass us like you did last time. Oh, I've been practicing. Watch this. He's tiny! Ahem! Who dares enter my lair? Uh-oh. Is that the messenger? Looks like it. What do we do? Steal the scroll, of course. Good plan. On guard! Face the mighty might of Ruxton the Great. It's boss time! First thing first, this skull platform will protect you when he does aerial attacks, so be aware of wherever it is. Then he pops down, and he starts shooting down at you, so you don't want to be under it for too long. Now, smack him as many times as we can. His bullets that he shoots at you there, you can cut as long as you have that upgrade. Oh, back up top. Yeah, the shurikens, oh, now that's moving, stay under it, because those, you know, still cause quite a bit of damage. Perfect. He's almost dead, you can tell because he's glowing. Ooh, I got too close there. Oh, no, 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 no. There we go. We're doing okay. And is he going to be on top of it? He is. So a little jumping. And then a few hits. And he should be down for the count. Almost. Oh, man. Keep timing that just slightly wrong. Back on top. Man, he is glowing so much. Oh! I've never actually dealt the final blow on top. But we got the trophy Dungeon Brawler for defeating him. That's the first time I've ever dealt the finishing blow in that one hit up there. I yield! Wait, I don't. It's over. This evil thing is clearly not working out for us, no matter how many skulls we slap onto ourselves. Any suggestions then? I'm listening. I don't know. Just something else. Like what? Introspection would be a good start. What has all this brought us, really? Ridiculous. I'm sticking to evil. Oh yeah? How are you going to accomplish anything if I'm not carrying you? Well, I could. Yeah, that's a good point, actually. It's settled then. Carry on, messenger. We promise not to cause the world any harm. And with that, we finished the area. What do you have to say? Carry on, messenger. Oh yeah, he says the same thing. So, let's carry on into... Oh man. We're in Bamboo Creek. And this is the perfect place to leave off this episode. So, it's saved as we entered the area, and I'm just going to say right now, this is one of my absolute favorite songs in the whole game, and you're going to have to wait till next time to hear the full thing. So, we have taken on the Necromancer. We couldn't quite make it to the Forlorn Temple, but maybe we'll eventually find our way to get back up there, and hey, we saved one little phobikin who seems to be trying to help, repair that bridge. Next time, we're going to go through Bamboo Creek and see what awaits us. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure to click like and hit that subscribe button. And I will see you guys next time.